You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise.
What's up, brownies? I want to talk about fandoms and how these things go way too far. And I just want to give a brief reminder that as far as these celebrities, you all really don't know them. You don't know them to hate them as much as some of you do, but also you don't know them well enough to worship them as much as some of you do as well. It's a very toxic and unhealthy connection either way. If you have extreme hatred or extreme love and adoration to the point of vitriol, it's just way too much. Now, I don't know who or what a Ken Barbie is. I don't know if this person is in the industry as well, and that's how they're privy to all of this information. But I do know that this post on Twitter was a lot. So I'm going to read this and then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary. The fact that I be on this lady mind is funny, but I love this. I get paid for this. Nicki, how are you going to buy anyone's catalog when you got liens on your publishing and your tour deal? You blew your advance from your last tour, and now this tour is collateral. So you're literally about to tour for free because you owe Uncle Sam money. You want to holler that people judge your disgusting husband because they're not used to being loved. But you know who is being loved exactly like you? Wendy Williams. He loved her pockets to the end, letting her do all types of drugs so he could keep digging in that purse while you sit up there looking like a jackass. That man is keeping you all drugged up and mixing your coke with horse tranquilizers and Ozempic so that he can make you more stupid while taking your money and letting you look crazy. You have to buy love. You have no room to judge anybody or anything. You have no friends, hence why they got you out here looking like a complete maniac while they, yes, queen you to death just to keep the brownie points and your nasty ego under control. Your brothers are pedos. Your real dad is a drug addict like you, and your little sister is living in the projects. You might be Nicki Minaj on the surface, but deep down inside, you're that hurt little girl that your mom abandoned in Trinidad till you was 5, and that's why you hate her. You want to talk about forgiving mothers like you didn't hit your own mom, and as it came out of your own mouth, you still haven't forgiven her. No family, no friends, just coke. Now that's a lot, Cher. I don't care who you are. You have to admit that's a lot. So once again, I'm going to need for you all to fill me in the comments. Who and what is this person? And is this somebody that's in the industry and thus that's why they're privy to this information? Like, was this a disgruntled ex-employee or something? Because this is a lot of information and accusations. Now, I know some of this is public knowledge, but the stuff about the money and the tour and the whatever, that is a lot. But also, how does it affect this person? And if it doesn't, why go so hard? Because as I'm understanding, Nicki referred to this person as ugly. That's what hurt your feelings? This was your first time being caught? Listen, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And for those who want to talk about, you know, surgeries and things being done, let's just remind ourselves that it's very much so commonplace for a lot of people, or most people, a lot of your faves, to have had some sort of surgery. This is my question to you all, though. How much of the blame or weight or onus or whatever do you think that these celebs should take for their fandoms? We know that these celeb fandoms will attack and harass people online to no end, to the point of doxing and all of that, which is why, respectfully, for all of the other stuff that Ken Barbie posted online, I didn't repost that. Now, if you want to see it, you can go on Twitter and find it, because I just don't want to be I don't want to be, have my platform hemmed up. I just went through something like that was completely ridiculous and unnecessary, and I don't want to go through it again. But here's why I don't really have a dog in this fight, or I'm not making this post to give a whole bunch of sympathy to the celebrity, to Onika. Here's why. It's not that I love or hate her. I'm indifferent completely. But it's because I have seen what these fandoms have done before in defense of her, and how vicious they are with attacks and harassment for people who don't even deserve that. And for those of you who don't know who the other person is, this is the lovely Kimberly Nicole Foster, a Harvard grad turned blogger and commentator who's been in the game for quite some time and who's very successful at it. She's made a very nice living for herself, and she lives a nice life. And for the most part, she's extremely unproblematic. She gives her opinions like everyone else does, and then she just moves on. But she has a lot of unnecessary hatred that comes mostly from the manosphere. And I'm just going to be honest. Black men tend to send a lot of hatred her way. But there was one incident where she made a comment about Nicki Minaj and the way that she is berating other female rappers and the beefs that she has with them. And the Barbs or whatever just went berserk. When it comes to putting people's address online and then threatening people's families and all of that, you guys go way too far. It's an obsession that I really don't understand. And I think that any logical person should be able to say, hey, listen, y'all went too far on this. To listen to this girl who is not a mother, and she's never been married and all of that, but she's very close to her family, in particular her little nieces. And to listen to her talk about these fandoms, screenshotting, the exterior of her building to prove that they know where she lives, and then telling her, naming the school that her elementary age nieces go to, and threatening to, burn down the school and all of this type of stuff because their auntie said something that they didn't like about their fave. This is a lot. Fan is short for fanatic, right? Y'all are fanatics about these celebrities, and y'all really don't know them like that. And like I said, y'all don't know them well enough to give them the amount of praise and adoration or the hatred and vitriol that you give them. But at the point where you are hiding behind a keyboard in your own home and threatening complete strangers, you have to know that this has gone too far. So please, I'm just asking y'all, can y'all just stop this type of stuff before somebody gets hurt? It goes way too far. That's all I got for right now. I just really had to say that. I'm not feeling well again today, and that's why I'm not doing a lot of editing and a lot of fancy graphics or whatever. This is basically a freestyle and a rant. Listen, y'all take care. Be safe out there, because this is really dangerous in these social media streets. God bless. Jeez. So you can wake up and rise.